O Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder. Music was always a part of our family. So driving down the street, they would play the radio and I would start singing, and my father said, ¿Por qué necesitamos un radio si tú vas a cantar todas las canciones? You're going to sing all the songs, what do we need a radio for? And then I met my mentor when I was very young. I was 13 years old when I started singing professionally. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. Life is always twists and turns, and holding on to your dreams is probably one of the hardest things that everyone has to do and has to deal with. When I was 19 years old, I started a family. My mentor saw that my path was going to be much different than what he thought it would be, and so he basically left. I never saw him again. And so I started going out there and finding odd jobs. That's where I began working. And so at 30 years old, I became a New York City police officer. So I was proud to become a New York City police officer and what that represented. Build me a boat that can carry two. You know, it was a beautiful blue day. The sky was, it was just a perfect day. There was no clouds. And in a matter of moments, my life has changed forever. And I went to One Police Plaza and I let them know that I was there, and then I went down toward Ground Zero, and then the towers came down around us, and we saw the horrors and lived the horrors of that day, and I made my peace with God several times. I thought it was the end. Before 9/11, I was the official national anthem singer for the NYPD. I was already singing at Yankee Stadium and Shea Stadium, and it wasn't until Prayer for America after 9/11, that big event at Yankee Stadium, it wasn't until then that I actually got to see Placido. And I went over to him and I said, Maestro, I was tongue-tied. I mean, this is Domingo, you know. And I said, I'm the singing policeman. I sing. And he says, I've seen you on television. You have a beautiful voice. He says, come to me at the Met on this day, prepare an aria, and I will listen to you. And I went there and I sung for him, and he invited me to study with him, and I floated out of the Met. I was like one of the most amazing days of my life. And forgive us our debts. One thing led to another, and I couldn't go back to being a regular police officer. I was on leave for the department when I went back, and I said, Commissioner, I need to take another year off because I'm doing work all over the world. And he said, get out of here. It was very nice. He said, look, you follow your dreams. You've kind of gotten back to who you were and who you always meant to be. Well, I feel blessed. I travel around the world and I inspire people. My wife is a singer, so I get to share my life with my wife and travel. My little girl, 6-year-old now, she's singing. Last year I released a Latin album called Por Ti Volaré, and so we're going to start promoting that because I want to get back to that part of my life, of who I am. Everything has a new coat of paint, and everything has something really, really passionate about it, and that's what my music has to be. My music has to be passionate. The best thing about doing what I do is that I get to do what I love for a living, touch people's lives, and make a difference in the world, even if it's a small one.